That's the president traveling with a private plane. And the last picture we see was the first lady who returned from New York, from the US, with another private plane. And President talk about how when they spend plenty money pan traveling. You don't work in the aviation sector. How much is this costing us? You say, I interviewed the bank governor recently. He said all we need to do is to pray for the Ukraine war to end and for COVID to end. So you don't do all invest to the best of your ability. But until then and they settle, our economy is bad, we should accept that.
The world economy is bad.
And
Sierra Leone is part of the world. And Sierra Leone is part of the world. Until those things done, we know we'll get a steady state as we expect. So you don't crown.
Suppose we not get plenty money for spend small.
No, but come on. Some of these things, when they see them on our way, they're not explain. Intimidate, they're not going to explain to them. Most of these flights sometimes are provided for by friendly heads of state who have them.
This is one?
And they lend you.
This is one?
I don't know about this one, but it could have been. It could have been. I was in there before. If I even had friends in the aviation industry, we've been the lent we plane. Like when they've come, the first time we were for go Kampala for the Commonwealth, I called my friend. They send Hawker Sidley HS125 for me. For nothing. We don't pay PVL, nothing. But when they say, oh, don't go private jet. You see, relationships, connections are very important.
So we are not paying for this flight?
So I'm not saying you're not paying for this one. Don't quote me. I say some of these are usually offered by friendly heads of state.
So how about the ones we're paying for?
But you cannot say, if you sometimes, if you're traveling with a delegation, one, the inconvenience of having to go hop, having transit points and all that with large delegations ends up being more expensive for you and more tiring. So for a head of state to hop across the Atlantic, just like that, for make you go do what you get for doing and come back. Within 4 days, he was back home. Because at that time, we were almost dragged into war here. Yusuf Safe had the court, but how president they can't left in house with this business just to the room. So he had to come back. So if it means you get for pay, for go and come, quickly make a candidate and give confidence for they can sit down and talk to me today, I think that is a price we must pay. Now I make them say, if you think security is expensive,
before now,
try instability.
Before you mention about how President unlocked the loopholes there,
he has.
And I play a video of Fusai mention about traveling.
Yeah, but traveling, he not tell you, say, no, they can't travel. If you not travel, how will some of these good things that are coming to us be coming? If you hadn't traveled, that's where you go Dubai, for instance, where you go meet the Emir. They come back, then give them a whole hospital, 100 beds, 100 beds. Down there, they compare in value with the money where they spend for that 1 week. So sometimes you throw a sprout to catch a mackerel.
Okay.
Where you want for catch fish, you don't go find the bilolo for you put them by the hook. You set up. If you send empty hook, they bring nothing.
So the traveling is justified?
It's very justified.
Okay.
The traveling is justified for.
But you just mentioned, say, even the Minister of Finance is worried that
yes, I'm telling you.
They get
at the time,
small.
I make things
One
tough.
could imagine a country if they get
no,
better.
that's this not be happening.
This is very recent.
Yes, but this I'm talking to you about last Friday, right? And what caused it? Now August 10. Now we cause our attitude.
After August 10, and the president traveled this.
Well, this is what you are saying. That was lined up. He had to go. And you know what came out of that? You know how much money the world...
Tell us, tell the public.
You know how much money? Tell
the public.
You know how much money the world has now put aside for support education, particularly in Africa? It's several billions of dollars. And a lot of it will come here. They have not just put a figure to it, but it's over $1 billion is going to be there. So if that is happening, and then you get for pay, let me say, you ask me, say, if being an aviation man, how much will it cost me?
Yes, how much will
that plane, they cost you $5,000 an hour.
An hour?
Yes.
So how many hours for me?
10 hours.
10 hours. How
so
much?
50,000. All right. Another 5,000 for CAM. You don't get for pay nothing again.
Then
100,000. That 100,000, if you get $1 billion.
The first lady self travel with private.
Then they send the center for them.
The one we carry tab na
from Qatar?
Like not Qatar, from US. After she attended the General Assembly with the president.
And immediately after he left back, he go Qatar.
No,
Yes.
First Lady came to Sierra Leone before going
That's
to
what I
Qatar.
said immediately after I left back, you go Qatar.
Yeah, it can't salon before you go
When
Qatar.
I
That is what I'm
that
saying.
plane, then I ain't go take
No,
it.
it wasn't take. I don't see Qatar plane. It don't come for president.
Qatar plane no mean
Qatar
say
plane
pass
get
the
the
mark.
name. You get the name.
No,
there.
Qatar plane no mean say pass the mark.
Hey, but
If their plane no
Mr.
they you
Minister,
can rent plane. Me, if I want for you lift, you
How
dey
you
put
see them
pocket.
plane and they? These
No.
are the government owned plane that or the
No,
private.
most of them are owned by heads of state.
Okay.
All right? In fact, in the whole sub-region. Now we no more Guinea and Liberia. Now we no get aeroplane. Small Gambia still get them.
So is
now
it-
I'm telling you, hold on,
Okay.
because the president need for be able for come out, go and come quickly.
Okay.
Now we no more Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and even
So in the
small
instance
Guinea
of get to the
Bissau.
pay.
Or you they pay, or you ask somebody who gets lent you, and this is what's happening. You use your relationship.
So is
you
it-
use your sovereignty.
Is it safe to say President Bill not for complain about traveling as one of the side of they waste money, where the past government waste money for?
No. Then, he not be see the necessity for the traveling. You see, when I come, they cut it down, and I'm sure he's cut it down. He's traveling only when necessary, and that's what they do.
So former President Kumano be the travel
I
when
don't
necessary.
know.
No, but you worked with him.
But I didn't have to do everything
You
with
were
him.
his advisor. You
Okay,
travel with him a
no,
lot.
but
I
hold on,
can
hold on,
recall.
hold on, but
You travel in some of
one
them
thing-
private
one
jets
thing-
than they as well.
One thing where you get for the realize
Yeah, but you travel with
is
him.
that even my advanced years don't give me a lot of experience.
I know.
You understand?
Yeah.
You should know in your minimum years where you don't live that head of state, where you deal with them, not to all them. You just sit down with them for plan everything where they do.
Yeah.
There's a head of state.
But you did
Give
some
him
of
the
those
space.
trips with him.
Oh yes, but after it has been arranged.
Okay.
They'll call you, say, we're going tomorrow. You just get for go. I will go ask, well, how much should I pay for this plane and all that? If they ask me, I'm going to put me aeroplane. You know, I used to have my own aeroplanes. You didn't know that?
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah,
know.
good. So I would have done that. Yeah. And
How
if
that
I'm not
business
getting... Yeah, I don't let fan force.
Okay.
I don't let fan force because I cannot juggle too many balls at the same time. You know?
And it was lucrative.
Aviation is a passion. You get for day yourself. If I'm in there by aviation, I'm not able to do this. You know, I have to be at the airport all the time. Make sure that the pilot they're okay, the food in the plane is put on time, it's the right quality, and that the side when they go, I have an agent meeting them, and all that. It's a lot of things. You have to be passionate.
Could it be justified if we get plane presidential?
Oh yes, but not at this moment. When Corona done, when
COVID?
when Corona, when COVID done,
The Ukraine
war done, and then no other new shocks, and then the economy starts booming, and then we see the cost-benefit analysis of owning a plane, and then because when you own a plane, if that's the other thing, when you buy a plane, you put it on. Not so every day you fly. For those days that you're not flying, others weigh one for use, and then they can't rent them. So you end up not even paying. With the rent, the money we make now you go use for the pay for the plane. And buying a plane, no mean say you pull money go you no. Now contract you sign.
Okay.
You get a small deposit and you pay monthly. It's just like hiring a taxi. So when you go to the first world, like America, you meet ordinary business people. They get them private plane. But that private plane is business. You go use it when you want. When he's not using it, somebody else is using it. Then get companies where they run them for you, where they manage them for you. So then go to send them like the head of state. I should say this cleaners way. If they rent this one, go be calm. Now person go don't get them, but it is placed in a pool of airplanes where a company they run. That company they rent them for you. So when they rent them, like say the plane they cost you about let's say $20,000-$30,000 a month. You are able to get one contract or two every month. $100,000. You pay the $20,000. You get your profit and all that. It's all business. You just have to be brave.